Good morning, guys. Welcome back to SMB Designs. Today is our weekly reading. We read every Wednesday from the Bible. Right now, we are working on a book that has been taken out of the Bible. It's called the Book of Enoch, and we are in chapter 26. If you guys like this content, please give it a like, a comment, subscribe. It would be a great help to the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything, so it would be great. All right, let's get started in chapter 26. And I went from there to the middle of the earth, and I saw a blessed place in which there were trees with branches, alive and blooming on a tree that had been cut down. And there I saw a holy mountain, and underneath the mountain to the east there was a stream, and it flowed toward the south. And I saw towards the east another mountain higher than this, and between them a deep and narrow valley. In it ran a stream underneath the mountain, and to the west of it there was another mountain, lower than the former, and of small elevation. Sorry, I'll get that out in a minute. And a dry, deep valley between them. And another deep and dry valley was at the edge of the three mountains. And all the valleys were deep and narrow, being formed from hard rock, and there were no trees planted on them. And I was very amazed at the rocks in this valley. Chapter 27. Then I said, "What is the purpose of this blessed land, which is entirely filled with trees? And what is the purpose of this accursed valley between them?" Then Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, answered and said, "This accursed valley is for those who are cursed forever. Here shall all the accursed be gathered together, who utter with their lips words against the Lord, not befitting his glory, or say hard things against him. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be the spectacle of righteous judgment on them in the presence of the righteous forever. Here shall the merciful bless the Lord of glory, the eternal King. In the days of judgment they shall bless him for the mercy in that he has shown them. Then I blessed the Lord glory, and set out his glory, and praised him gloriously." Chapter 28. Then I went toward the east into the midst of the mountain range in the desert, and I saw a wilderness. And it was solitary, full of trees and plants, and water gushed out from above, rushing like a torrent which flowed toward the northwest. It caused clouds and dew to fall on every side. Chapter 29. Then I went to another place in the desert, and approached it to the east of this mountain range. And there I saw aromatic trees exuding the fragrance of frankincense and myrrh. And the trees also were similar to the almond tree. Chapter 30. Beyond these I went far to the east, and I saw another place, a valley full of water, like one that would not run dry. And there was a tree, the color of fragrant trees was that of mastic. And on the sides of those valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon. And beyond these I proceeded to the east. Chapter 31. And I saw other mountains, and among them were groves of trees, and there was nectar that flowed from them, which is named Serara and Galbanum. And beyond these mountains I saw another mountain to the east of the ends of the earth, on which there were aloe trees, and all the trees were full of fruit, being like almonds. And when it was burned, it smelled sweeter than any fragrant odor. Chapter 32. And after I had smelled these fragrant odors, I looked towards the north over the mountain. I saw 7 mountains full of fine nard and fragrant trees of cinnamon and pepper. And then I went over the summits of all these mountains, far towards the east of the earth, and passed over the Red Sea, and went far from it, and passed over the angel Zotiel. And I came to the garden of righteousness. I saw far beyond those trees more trees, and they were numerous and large. There were 2 trees there, very large, beautiful, glorious, and magnificent. The tree of knowledge, whose holy fruit they ate and acquired great wisdom. That tree is in height like the fir, and its leaves are like those of the carob tree. And its fruit is like the clusters of the grapes, very beautiful, and the fragrance of the tree carries far. Then I said, how beautiful is the tree, and how attractive is its look. Then Raphael, the holy angel, who was with me, answered me and said, this is the tree of wisdom, of which your father of old and your mother of old, who were your progenitors, have eaten. And they learned wisdom, and their eyes were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they were driven out of the garden. Chapter 33. And from there I went to the ends of the earth, and saw there large beasts, and each differed from the other. I saw birds also differing in appearance, and beauty and voice, the one differing from the other. And to the east of those beasts I saw the ends of the earth where heaven rests on it, and the doors of heaven open. And I saw how the stars of heaven come out, and I counted the gates from which they came out, and wrote down all their outlets of each individual star by their number and their names, their courses and their positions, and their times and their mouths, as Uriel the holy angel who was with me showed me. He showed me all things, and wrote them down for me. Also their name he wrote for me, and their laws and their functions. Chapter 34. From there I went towards the north to the ends of the earth, and there I saw a great and glorious device at the ends of the whole earth. And here I saw 3 gates of heaven open. Through each of them proceeded north winds. When they blow, there is cold, hail, frost, snow, dew, and rain. And out of one gate they blow for good. But when they blow through the other 2 gates, it is for violence and torment on the earth, and they blow with force. Chapter 35. Then I went towards the west to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 gates of heaven opened, such as I had seen in the east, the same number of gates and the same number of outlets. Chapter 36. And from there I went to the south to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 open gates of heaven. And from them come dew, rain, and wind. And from there I went to the east to the ends of heaven, and saw here the 3 eastern gates of heaven open, and small gates above them. Through each of these small gates pass the stars of heaven, and they run their course to the west on the path which is shown to them. And as often as I saw, I blessed always the Lord of glory, and I continued to bless the Lord of glory, who had done great and glorious wonders, who had shown the greatness of his work to the angels and to the spirits and to men, that they might praise his work and all his creation, that they might see the power of his might and praise the great work of his hands and bless him forever. Chapter 37. The second vision which he saw, the vision of wisdom, which Enoch the son of Jared, the son of Mahalalel, the son of Canaan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam, saw. And this is the beginning of the words of wisdom, which I lifted up my voice to speak, and say to those who dwell on earth, Hear, you men of old time, and see, you that come after, the words of the Holy One, which I will speak before the Lord of spirits. The words are for the men of old time, and to those who come after. We will not withhold the beginning of wisdom from this present day. Such wisdom has never been given by the Lord of spirits, as I have received according to my insight, according to the good pleasure of the Lord of spirits, by whom the lot of eternal life has been given to me. Now 3 parables were imparted to me, and I lifted up my voice and recounted them to those that dwell on the earth. Chapter 38. The first parable. When the congregation of the righteous shall appear, the sinners shall be judged for their sins, and shall be driven from the face of the earth. And when the righteous one shall appear before the eyes of the elect righteous ones, whose works are weighed by the Lord of spirits, light shall appear to those righteous and the elect who dwell on the earth. Where will there be the dwelling for sinners? And where will there be a resting place, and whether there will be a resting place for those who have denied the Lord of spirits? It had been good for them if they had not been born. Side note, John 1:1, In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Back to chapter 38, verse 3. When the secrets of the righteous shall be revealed, and the sinners judged, and the godless driven from the presence of the righteous and elect. From that time, those that possess the earth shall no longer be powerful and mighty, and they shall not be able to look at the face of the holy ones, because the Lord of spirits has caused his light to appear on the face of the holy, righteous, and elect. Side note, it's either Corinthians or Colossians. I'm thinking Colossians 3:18. But we all, but we all with open face beholdings, as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. Back to chapter 38 in verse 5. Then the kings and the mighty shall be destroyed and be turned over into the hands of the righteous and holy. And from then on, none shall seek mercy from the Lord of spirits for themselves, for their life is at an end. Chapter 39. And it shall come to pass in those days that elect and holy children will descend from the high heaven, and their offspring will become one with the children of men. And in those days Enoch received books of indignation and wrath, and books of turmoil and confusion. There will be no mercy for them, says the Lord of spirits. And in those days a whirlwind carried me off from the earth, and set me down at the end of heaven. There I saw another vision, the dwelling places of the holy, and the resting places of the righteous. Here my eyes saw the dwelling place of his righteous angels, and the resting place of the holy ones. And they petitioned and interceded and prayed for the children of men, and righteousness flowed before them like water, and mercy fell like dew on the earth. Thus it is among them forever and ever. And in that place my eyes saw the elect one of righteousness and of faith. And I saw his dwelling place under the wings of the Lord of spirits. And righteousness shall prevail in his days, and the righteous and elect shall be innumerable, and will be before him forever and ever. And all the righteous and elect ones before him shall be as bright as fiery lights, and their mouth shall be full of blessings. And their lips shall praise the name of the Lord of spirits. Righteousness and truth before him shall never fail. There I wished to dwell, and my spirit longed for that dwelling place. And thus it was decided, and my portion was assigned and established by the Lord of spirits. In those days I praised and exalted the name of the Lord of spirits with blessings and praises, because he had destined me for glory, for blessing and glory, according to the good pleasure of the Lord of spirits. For a long time my eyes looked at that place, and I blessed him and praised him, saying, Blessed is he, and may he be blessed from the beginning and forevermore. And in his presence there is no end. He knows before the world was created what is forever and what will be from generation to generation. Those who do not sleep bless you. They stand before your glory and bless, praise, and exalt you, saying, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of spirits. He fills the earth with spirits. And here my eyes saw all those who do not sleep. They stand before him and bless him, saying, Blessed be you, and blessed be the name of the Lord forever and ever. And my face was changed, for I could no longer see. We'll stop there and pick up in chapter 40 next week. And I hope this is blessing you. Let me know if you're enjoying this in the comments below. I'm trying to decide what our next book will be. We will either pick another book in the Bible itself, or we will pick another one of these books, the lost books of the Bible. And I'm thinking there is one, the book of Mary, I believe, that has intrigued me. So, yeah, Gospel of Mary Magdalene. It would have been a New Testament book. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Don't forget, tonight is Wine Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central here on my channel. Thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.